am just a tad late morning, but I'm still on time, pretty much. I hope everybody's having a great day. And I'm going to do your daily tarot. So, thoughts for the day. Today, and by the way, please visit Enchanted Sky. You can book a reading. I am live now. You can just dial a phone and I'll pick the phone up. That's how I do it during the part of the week. I will be gone next week. I am going to a conference, a astrology conference in Taos, New Mexico. Little bit nervous because there's fires, but they keep telling us that everything's okay. So we'll see, right? Anyway, so today, good morning. You are working really hard, like really hard, and you're stressed out. And it's so funny because what this is the fact that it has something to do with your 9 to 5. So it's something very traditional. So it's probably your job, but it can be a couple of different things. But you're working really hard and you're going to be successful. But it's just you're a little stressed out. Don't get too worked up. Good morning. Also, you'll be dealing with the King of Pentacles today. Now that can be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but it has something money, quite a bit of money. Now this represents money coming in or money coming out. For me, this is money coming out a lot of times. I know exactly what this is for me. I am dealing with the process, I'm pulling money out of a retirement fund. I know I'm doing it today, and I kind of laugh but it has to do with a new start. Okay, so it's something. Maybe you're shifting the money around. Maybe it's gonna give you the new start that you need. Okay, you're also today crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You're watching very, very carefully what's going on. You're tiptoeing around something. Somebody might be trying to steal something from you. Be careful, but usually it's just being very, very cautious because justice is involved. Now, justice is fair and honest and in your favor. I love this card. You could also represent you going to court or having some type of justice through the court system. So it could be from the government. So all I know is that everything will be in your favor. Okay. So that is my reading. Good morning. I will take a few questions really fast. I know I'm in the mornings. I've got a lot of people that have hit me up and said, "Hey, I want to be on here when you're on here." Well, okay, listen, you can be. I am on Tarot Tuesdays. I come on about 7:30 a.m. p.m. Central. That's around 5:30 for California. Let's see, it's 6 hours difference. Well, that's like really early in the morning for my people in Europe. But yeah, I try really hard to hit you guys at different times so that everybody can get on. I have a lot of European followers. But anyway, I do Tarot Tuesday and I do it on YouTube and I do it on TikTok. So you guys can hit me up then. Okay. Also, I'm available at any point, so you can visit me all you want. I usually have customers, like people that I know pretty well, that will just call and I'll pick the phone up because that's kind of like the way this works, except at like 10 o'clock. I think I have an appointment today. So, but usually I'm booked pretty solid. I haven't been recently. We go through periods where it's a little slow, then it picks back up, and then, it's a business, So anyway, with that said, let's answer a couple questions. Hey, Jen, how are you? For anybody that's on here, Wednesday nights are my group, and we're going to be working with psychometry. I'm going to be teaching you how to read objects. So if you're listening to this, make sure you have an object when you show up, something that somebody might give you, something that's not yours. It's got to have somebody else's energy on it. So I just want to, but I can teach you in 10 minutes how to read an object. Okay, so just letting you know. All right. Okay, let's see what we get. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Desiree. A couple of you guys haven't seen in a while. Hi, Sam. Hi, Christina. Hi, how are you? Yeah, so needless to say, I am today. I gotta after I do my readings and stuff, and I'm taping my cusps right now. I'm gonna go outside and I have to. It's supposed to be 90 degrees. It went from late winter to midsummer in 1 week. I don't know if you guys know, but the Midwest, I mean, we're the ones catching the climate change because it was like 33 degrees like 3 or 4 nights ago. It is now 90 degrees today. I'm not exaggerating. My plants are stressed out. I'm out watering, trying to keep I have a hosta farm. I'm out feeding and watering hostas today, trying to figure out what I'm gonna like. They should adjust, okay, but can you imagine? I mean, I can't believe it. I got rid of all of this. I was wearing a turtleneck, what, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, and now I'm in dead summer. This is like I was gonna get a tank. I mean, it's crazy. And I don't think anybody realizes that we're one of the people that are really, really affected by the climate change. And I don't care what anybody says. That's what this is. So, yep. Okay. Hi, Solig. I haven't heard from you in a while. People are giving you a break so you can rest. Thank you. You know, you're right, Teresa. I'm okay. No, I'm actually okay. I'm good because remember, I'm going to be on vacation next week. I might still take some appointments on Sunday, but the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I probably will probably be blocking off of my schedule. So I'll have to I have to do that yet. I didn't think I'd be going to Taos. Las Vegas, New Mexico is on fire, and that's about 40 minutes maybe from Taos. And so, but they said everything's safe. So I'm like, okay, well, we're going to go. So everything's planned. I'm on my way to Denver. But yeah. So anyway. Oh, Solig, I told you. Now, Solig, you're one of the people. I know Solig real well. And I kept saying everything was going to go really well for her. I knew it was. Good for you. I knew you could do it. Good job. I knew you could. You know, I'm not just a psychic, I'm a life coach too. I'm trying to help you like figure it out. And I'll just repeat what they tell me. And if you guys call for a reading, that's how I do it. If you guys haven't called me for a reading yet, I connect first to your family ancestrally. I can connect to your guides and stuff like too, but I usually do ancestral first. I'm a medium. Then I start asking, and usually they'll tell me your questions before you ask them. I know I'm one question ahead of you all the time. I know that. How do you do that? I get that a lot. And I'm like, well, I'm repeating what they're saying. They know what you're thinking. So and I kind of can pick up too what, as soon as I pick the phone up, I'll say, oh, this is about a relationship. I just do. I've been doing these for a long time, I guess. But yeah, I've probably done 25,000 readings. So yeah. Anyway, good. Yeah, I'm going to try. Yep, thank you. I'm going to try to have fun. It's going to be a little stressful because of the fires and stuff, but I love Taos. If I could live there part of the year, that's where I would go besides Florida. I told my husband I should buy a piece, and it's just so expensive there, though. It's unbelievably expensive. Buy a house in Taos, buy a house in Florida. Thought about selling my farm, making a nice big profit off it, and then buying 3 little houses and just going between them all. So what I seriously have thought about doing. I don't know what I'd do with my horses though, so that's why I have not. But yeah, my house has doubled, almost tripled in value since we bought it. And I kept telling my husband, hold on to it. We just got to hold on to that. With 5 acres, an 8-horse stall barn, 5-car garage. I mean, it's a lot of property. And we bought it. It was a dump, and we have gutted it. I have been on my knees refinishing floors. I have it's bad. It was really bad. It had been empty for a couple years, and yeah. So yeah, I've thought about it though. I've thought about doing that. I've had a couple people ask me, why don't you just do that? And I'm like, I've thought about it. Pay them off in cash, and then all I have to do is pay taxes. So, and in Florida, you don't have to pay hardly any tax, especially if you're retired. And New Mexico is very, 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 very lenient too. You can go to school for free, So those are my places I would go. So I still have family up here. My kids and my grandkids are up here near Chicago. And Chicago isn't a bad place to live about 5 to 6 months a year. Maybe even 7 or 8 months a year. But there's 4 months or so in there where God, it's terrible. So especially January and February are the worst. I would say they really are. And then starts to get a little better in March, and you're still struggling to get warm. And then after that, yeah. So, yeah, thank you. Got a lot of work to do on this farm, though. This farm is a lot of work, you guys. Don't realize how much work I'm putting in my garden today. I'm also starting a new channel. I am full of life hacks and farming things and gardening. And I am a gardening. I am a master. I've thought about becoming a master gardener. You have to put a lot of time in. I know probably as much or more than most master gardeners. Because I have done it for so long, and I learned my stuff from my grandparents who had a farm, I had a 120-acre dairy farm, and just little things. Did you know that you want your tomatoes to grow really well? You take an old rotted banana and stick it underneath. It will grow. It will. You won't have blossom rot, and the tomatoes are and they're really, really sweet. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think people understand that. I know those little hacks. I mix beer and Epsom salt and just a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a little bit of natural food with beer. I put it all together and it makes a wicked good food for plants. I have never seen the plants will be double to triple the size. And it's a sugar thing because the beer is broken up, and I know that's crazy. And I got people that said I was crazy, but I want them to try it. I had read it somewhere and I thought, well, I'll try it to see if it works. And what happens is that the rubbing alcohol, just you put like 2 tablespoons or so, and you mix it, and it opens up the root so that the root accepts the sugar, and they shoot right up, and you're like, wow, what a difference. I can't even describe what a difference. It's crazy. You got to see it. I'll have to show you guys. So anyway, but yeah, I'm thinking of starting another channel because I got so much information. I've also got probably 450 to 500 art lessons that are from adult to kid. I've got all kinds of stuff I can do yet. I just haven't, I've only been doing this now since January. So anyway, I'll get to it, right? I can see, though, as I'm sitting here, my plants are already wilting on my deck. And I have a deck right in front of me. And I'm telling you, they look wilty, and they're not used to this. I mean, my greenhouse was 120 degrees yesterday. I had to open all the dormers and put a fan in there. And we're talking, it was freezing, and I had not more than a week ago, I had my heater out. This is crazy, isn't it? Yep. Well, try. Yep. Oh, thanks you. Yeah, thanks. No problem. Yeah, my the gardening thing, I'm full of weird information. I don't even know where I get it from. I read a lot, and I'm always looking for ways to increase and do a better job. I used to do for my rose bushes. I grow roses. I'm a rosarian. I'm very good at growing roses, and I love roses. Especially the ones there's a couple you can get that are thornless. I bet you didn't know that. Anyway, and I clip them back and I take good care of them. And when I first put them in, you put a cup of dog food underneath. It's a quick nitrogen fix. And as long as you don't get the dogs to like dig it up, you have to be careful. But if you get up underneath there and you let it and give it just, the roots take, the plant takes, you don't lose the plant. So it's stuff like that. I know so much about dumb info. It's like, I don't know. I just do life hacks. I got all kinds of life hacks around here, like little things that people are like, I didn't realize that. I'm like, yeah, I don't even know how I know it, but I just know that it works. And my kids all listen to me. All 3 of my children love plants also. And so they've got plants all over their houses. And yeah, it's kind of a family thing, I guess. My mom did. My grandma used to, yeah, that's how I learned a lot of my stuff was from my grandmother. So who owned a farm and a dairy farm. So like you don't really ever you don't just put manure on your if people always say put some manure or cow, goat, whatever, right on, you're gonna burn it. You can't. You have to you make a pile, you leave it for a year and make a pile and just let it rot and then put it down. It is just unbelievable how much better it is. And stuff like that I already kind of know. So yeah, so I'm on my way today to go over to get some beer, and I get the skunkiest, nastiest beer that I can find, and I mix it in, and I just keep doing it, and I make it, and the thing is I've sold some of it in gallons. Well, remember, it's beer, so it has live cultures in it. And it'll start to smell really bad, and that's a good sign. But if you leave the top on it for too long, it'll explode. So yeah, I put it in gallon jugs, and I'm like, guys, you got to remember that. Like, you take the top off, and then use it up. So people can't believe that it works so well, but I know that it does, and I cannot honestly remember where I heard it, but I was reading something and somebody said try it. Now I've not tried it with my house plants because I don't know, I figured my house plants that all smell like beer. So I was like, eh. But I on my outdoor plants, it works. Like, and it makes your tomatoes taste really super sweet. Like, I can't, like, the flavor is unbelievable. So yeah, so it does work. Anyway, I'm starting another channel. You guys will, I'll probably have an advertisement on this channel for my other one, so that because I have to have 1,000 followers, so that I can start making, Google Google ads. So on it. So yeah. Oh, you don't have a green thumb, Sam? It's okay. You know what? They have proven, and this is true, that people who actually have a green thumb, actually do have a green thumb, that they give off an energy off their hands that makes plants grow. A lot of people don't know that, and it's very true. They've done studies on it. Um, and this is my take on it. They're empathic people, people who are good with certain things. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at if you scroll back into my on Google Podcasts and look in there, I'll be talking about the empathic gifts. One of the empathic gifts is children, animals, plants. It kind of goes together. So I always say, are you a plant empath? Because if you're a plant empath, you're probably good with kids and animals also. It kind of goes together. So I know that that's what I do. Think about it. I taught for 31 years. I raise animals. And my whole classroom, I'm not kidding you. I had these huge, huge windows all the way to the ceiling. And there was one big long line of plants. And people were like, where did all these plants come from? I have a greenhouse. I have a small 16 by 8. It's actually 20 by 10. It's pretty big. It holds by a couple hundred plants. And they go in there when it starts to get cold. They stay in there until probably about mid-November to early December, because I can't afford to heat it because it would get too expensive. And I bring them all in my house, and people are, I know, trust me, my husband's like, he gets so tired of me because there's hundreds, and there's plants as big as me. I've got plants that are 34 years old and that I've had since I was in college, and I'm not going to let them die. So I bring them in and I put them in front of the windows for about 2.5 to 3 months. And I've got like a deck, and I've got like lots of windows. And then I pull them back out, and it's a mess. So I told my husband, I'm like, there's got to be a way we can heat that. So I'm looking at solar panels. I'm trying to figure it out, So it's actually more fun for me to try to figure it out. But anyway, yeah, you can join my new channel soon, because I just haven't gotten that far yet. So I'm pretty busy, So yeah. See. Yeah, oh, you have a green thumb, Cindy, too? Yeah, I know you. Oh, you never really tried? Who to try? It might be one of your talents. And if you don't, it's okay. But I'm going to tell you, you should be able to grow your own food. You might not have a green thumb with growing house plants, but if you've got a little plot of land, I still say we need to grow our own food. That's why and I am not kidding you, just to put my plants in. Now I get little starter plants and seeds, and I spent almost $150 on just plants, and I always get a little bit of food, and I also get a little bit of fresh dirt to put underneath to keep my plant, keep everything like viable. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, but I know during my summers, and I'm going to be honest with you, now I can't say this now because the prices of food went up, but in the past I was only spending about $50 a week when I was, and that was feeding a bunch of people, because I was going right to the garden, pulling stuff off to eat. So I was only buying meat. See, I've got eggs already. I don't kill my chickens. I can't do it. I can't. It just, ugh. Anyway, they're too much my pet. And I don't even eat hardly any meat. So I have very little meat and dairy, meat and milk. That's basically all I've been buying. Cottage cheese because I have to eat that on my diet, and um, uh, yogurt. And that's really all we were buying. And I'm not kidding you. Okay. So be thinking about that because it does work. You just have to, and if you get out there and just give them a little attention on occasion. I clip my tomatoes off. I water. I go out there once a week and I give them food, making sure that they have enough food. Like I said, I make my own mixture. So magnesium is people don't understand that Epsom salts is magnesium. Well, what does a plant really need? Magnesium, and that's what makes the plants grow so big. So anyway, does anybody have any questions? Oh, is the bird flu happening here? Yes, big time. They just had, I don't know if you guys knew, but the next county over, there was a bird flu epidemic and they had to kill 3 million chickens. That's why they keep saying, oh, the chicken prices are going up. Give me a break. And I will tell you that if they try to take my chickens are my pets. And I've got 18 and I've got about 2 dozen babies right now. What I do with the babies is I kind of work through which ones I don't want and then I sell them. Anyway, I've got some in a barn, some in my back. I have a back hatching incubation area. And then I got 6 I just put out. And so they're getting used to being outside. But they're my pets. And if they tell me that I have to, and they will go door to door, I guess, and say you have to kill your chickens if there is bird flu. Now, I'm going to be honest. I had one sick chicken. I don't think it was a cold. I think it was avian pox. It's a very common thing. They get kind of a head cold for a couple days and they get better. And because I noticed that a couple of their crowns will have like little dots on them, like little fungus. It's hard to explain, but I know what it is. I've been doing this forever. And one of my chickens didn't have, I think one of the other chickens picked on her because they'll pick on each other and then kill the other one, and they'll eat their other chickens. I kid you not. When they talk about pecking order, you have no idea how nasty chickens can get to each other. Anyway, I don't have anything I see, but I am within walking distance of one of the major pheasant farms in the United States. So if they end up having to have bird flu, I'm going to have bird flu, and they're going to come door to door and they're going to take my chickens. And so I'm at a point where I told my husband I'm going to hide them. I'll put them in a coop and I'll stick them in the barn until I can let them back out again. Because there's no way. Because I like them free ranging. That the eggs taste better. They're eating bugs. They're doing things I want them to do. The reason I got my chickens originally, you guys, was to keep down the Japanese beetle population because I'm a rosarian. And I would say they literally stand underneath the trees and the trees and the bushes and stuff that the Japanese beetles like, waiting for them to fall. Sometimes I'll call them all and I'll take a bush or something and shake it and all the bugs will fall off and my chickens eat all the bugs. It also helps because they dig up the larvae, because they're like little fat larvae. And so, yeah, no, it's huge in helping keep the population under control. So that's kind of why I had them, but then the eggs come in handy too. So matter of fact, I've got 3 or 4 dozen I have to get rid of every single day. So I got ads out locally here going, okay, does anybody want eggs? Because like these are organic pretty much. I can't sell them as organic because they have to be certified, but I don't feed them anything but clean, grass and vegetables and whatever's left in my house. I do not waste anything. Nothing goes to waste at my house. Even if I want to eat, every single thing scrap comes back to me and goes to the chickens. Because chickens are omnivores, by the way. They like to eat anything you give them. And that's good for them. So, and then next time you hear that, by the way, the next time you hear, well, all vegetarian chicken, you hear that on one of the ads, I'm laughing. I'm like, okay, do you understand what they're saying? They're grain feeding their chickens. Do you understand that it's not good for you, right? That you're not getting the omega-3 vitamins you're supposed to be getting. That when my chickens are free ranging outside, eating bugs and eating worms and eating all this stuff, that's how much healthier your eggs are. So I have to laugh that they think they're, I mean, they think we're stupid. And I know better, so I'm just letting you guys know that, okay? I'm trying to keep up with, okay. Oh, what do I need to do to getting it together? I'm feeling stuck. Okay, what do you mean by you made a boo-boo? Aloe vera? Emma, I think you know what? Did you see that the reading for today? You're working really hard and you're going to be successful, but don't be stressed out about it. That was my reading for today. So it's funny that you're asking that. So when this is over, watch it again. Okay. All right. There are two opportunities pending. One is an employee with great benefits, and the other is contract. The contract. So like the contract. Oh, that was nice. Winnemucca. Um, are you talking, Jenny? Are you talking about a co-op? You must be talking about a co-op. Okay. I think that's what you're talking about. Oh, Sam, what is my diet? I'm on Fitera. Um, it's really super high protein, low fat, low carb. It's almost like a dirty keto. And I have lost some weight. I feel better. My blood sugar is more regulated. I'm eating 4 times a day, very, very small meals. Like one of my meals is cottage cheese with quinoa mixed in and blueberries. And you know what? It actually is really good. It's like a salad. It's stuff like that. That's what I'm eating all the time. Today I had eggs, one avocado, small avocado, one half of a tomato, and a half of a pepper. And I mixed it all up. And the rule of thumb is you use 1 thumbful of fat. So that was how much cheese I used. That's all I eat like that all the time. Tons of vegetables, I mean, it's very much Mediterranean. It's taken me a long time because I have I have metabolic syndrome. I just don't lose weight. But my cholesterol, everything is really good. I took my dairy out, and that was how, if anybody knew, I'm really low in vitamin D. Like I was having a severe reaction. It was bad. And I took my vitamin D shots now. I'm getting them every couple weeks now for a while, and I feel fine. So because I took out, I am eating dairy. I'm still having cottage cheese, and I'm still having um, yogurt. But I used to be a huge milk drinker, and so I'm not anymore. So I have to be more careful of that. So anyway, a couple more questions. I should try the diet. Oh, Sam, you know what? It's an actual program. It's called Fitera, and you can get online and look at it. But it seems like it's working. I feel better. Like I said, my blood sugar has leveled. I went off it for a couple of weeks, like not badly, but not like really watching it. And you know what? It was regulating my blood sugar. It was dropping my blood pressure, everything. I don't have high blood pressure anyway, but all of it. And so I'm going to go back on it religiously because it was working. I make smoothie drinks. I do a lot of smoothies, protein powder with straw fruit in it. I don't agree with a couple of things. They always tell me to use a whole banana, and so bananas are so high in sugar. I always use a half a banana. So I do stuff like that and moderate it. But I eat lots of fruits and vegetables, like a lot. It seems like it works. I'm not having any trouble staying on it. Do I still cheat? Of course I do. Come on. Of course I do, but not a bad. I can't have sugar anymore, so it bothers me too much. But like, do I still have like a crunchy sweet? I love crunchy, like crunchy salty. Yeah, I do. So anyway, all right. Oh, thank you. So like I'm starting to get some sun. So like people are like, oh, you look so pale. No, I literally, there was no sun here and I am not kidding you. I think I could count the sunny days on both hands since January. And if finally today is sunny, I'm gonna be outside all day. You'll start seeing me get real dark. I'm kind of light skinned, but I have a touch I have a touch of Jewish in me. And so I have just a little bit darker skin. So I will get like a gold color. And so yeah. Anyway, well, you guys make it a great day, and I will talk to me tonight. I will be online live about 7:30 p.m. Central. So you guys, I'm trying to make it late enough so that my Pacific people can see me too. So have a great day. Make it a great day. I'm gonna go out and enjoy my sunshine.